Martial arts gave me lots of things. For me, it's hard to see who I would be without it, because it's such an important factor in my life. It shaped me. Almost every big decisions in my life I did was somehow guided by martial arts. And I think that's the important part. People think that you train martial arts to train martial arts, that that's the goal. But no, it's a tool for a better life. So you can be stronger, you can have better health, your longevity, your mobility, that your decisions, your daily life decisions and habits can be healthier, they can bring you to your dreams. So basically it helps you to get where you want to be outside of training. Like, so you want to have enough energy to spend time with your kids. You want to build your business, you need to keep healthy, you need to clean your mind. All these things you want to understand. You are looking for the wisdom in the training, like the techniques. You want to understand the fighting science. So all these like different goals is basically where it can take you. And the goal itself may not be in the training. For example, sometimes I am asked, why do I like fighting? So the thing is, I'm a very anxious person. I'm always very scared before the fight, but I'm like scared in general of things. I have fears of losing my loved ones, or not, feeling the expectations of people around me. And then when I am in the fight, I am like 100% in the presence. I'm solving problems in the fight. I'm not anxious about my past. And I'm not scared about the future, because at that point only the presence exists. So that's why I love fighting, because at the time I feel no fear. I feel totally like powerful, mentally and physically. And also because I love fighting. I love the exchanges, and I love, just figuring out, solving the fighting puzzles. That's what I like. For me, I think, so the first thing I have learned as a child when training martial arts was to have to be disciplined. So the first thing in the morning, to make your bed. And that was something I also taught the kids when I was teaching them in Hong Kong and in Europe. And just, it's about like the routine, the discipline of very basic things, like making your bed. And my entire life was about discipline, not motivation, the discipline, training even if you don't feel like it, etc. I didn't know that one of my most difficult chapters, the burnout, would be so key. So the experience or the skill that I got from the martial arts, the discipline, would be so key here. Because when I was burnout and I was at my worst, I knew that I have to stick to the routine, stick to the discipline, such as wake up the same time, go to the bed the same time, eat meals, take care of myself. And then slowly I can recover that. I was mad at myself that I cannot heal faster. I was like, come on, like I got a week off from everything, training, working, everything. How come I'm not feeling better? So I was rushing myself, but it really came down to the discipline is what saved me. To have some routine to stick with, to have some path in front of me to stick with when things were messy. I think this is something that I didn't really see coming as one of the outcome of my martial arts training. That I will actually really use that in my life, not as like self-defense on the street, but actually defending my mental health. So what I changed my mind about is that I haven't realized how important it is to have support and to have someone checking on you. So now as a coach, when I do this to my students, but also as an athlete who has the same service from like a nutritionist or coaches or in terms of like therapies. So I have the people who will be like, how are things? Or you said you're gonna do this, are you doing that? Or it's okay that things are like this is how we can do it differently. You know, so you have some kind of support and you have someone you can tell them, oh, things are bad. And you can also tell them, I got this win. I succeeded in this. I managed to do this, you know, I did something difficult. And they will celebrate that with you. So having this kind of support and someone to keep you accountable, I found is so important. And I see it in my students now that sometimes it's even more powerful than actually having the session itself, you know? So like having the other person on the other side of your phone, of the phone call, of the messages, it's really powerful. So I guess I'm coming to the era of my life when I'm trying to have more people around me who can support me and also like keep me accountable, so I can still grow. What I like about the Hung Gar style of Kung Fu, so Hung Gar is southern style of Chinese martial arts, the traditional martial art Kung Fu, as opposite to modern Wushu, so we can also say traditional Wushu. So the concept or the main core is in self-defense, in fighting, and we have 5 elements, 5 animals. 2 of those animals, tiger and crane, are maybe the most famous, so that's why it's sometimes called the tiger and crane style. What I like about it is because it's a huge system, we have lots of different techniques that are, you look at the punch and you say, oh, it's a punch. But then there are lots of other techniques, like lots of techniques where you are not sure if it's a block or what it is. And these techniques, they can be a block, they can be an attack, they can be some kind of controlling of your opponent, some kind of bridging with them. So the system is huge. And you, as someone of specific body type, of someone of specific like ways of movement or specific, I don't know, things you like, you can always take part of that system and take those things that will work for you. So like my Hung Gar would work a little bit different than someone who is smaller than me, maybe heavier than me. So, but there are techniques for both of us in the system. And I also like that it's very, it's soft but hard at the same time. It's like an iron wire, so it's strong, but at the same time it's not tense. I think people often get it wrong when they practice Hung Gar. They feel like they have to be tensed and they have the face expression of like sitting in the toilet, you know, and like they are moving very slowly and like they move their legs and then they move their arms, kind of like disconnected robot, you know. And I'm like, no. That's not how it's supposed to be. So yes, the style is like very firm on the stances and very, very powerful, but still, it's alive. You're not a robot. You have to be movable. You have to be able to move. You have to be able to strike to get back to the safety. Like, just it's a living system. It's not like, oh, I don't know. So yeah, that's something I don't like when I see people like practicing Hung Gar or performing and they perform it as like being a stone. Why people still study traditional martial arts? So I think I'm a good example of this. So I started with traditional styles. I spent my whole life training them, and then I started training in like modern combat sports and eventually became a professional fighter. But I'm still training my Kung Fu. I still see the value in that. And that is, for example, I turned pro at 36, which is usually the age where lots of athletes retire. But I think like, because I spent my entire life in this traditional system that is supposed to make you healthier, not to break you, really improve my longevity and my health. and made it possible. So without it, I don't know if I could, be an athlete at this age, or like professional athlete at this age. And then I have, for example, some students coming to me, I have ex-soldiers that still want to move. They still like fighting, they still like martial arts, and now they are more towards the traditional styles. They want to learn more about the techniques. They want to move and keep healthy. They want to still, challenge their mind and their body, but they want to find more knowledge of like different styles. I have people coming to me that just want to move somehow, but they don't really like gym. So, or like they don't like, like regular fitness, or they don't want to go to like Zumba class or something. They don't want to go just lifting. They want to do something that is functional, smart, and has a purpose. And then martial arts or Kung Fu seem to be something they may like, maybe, they are not sure. So they start training this, and it's their way for them to keep healthy and like, move, get better in their mobility, improve their health. I have people who are getting older, in their 60s, 70s, and they want to be here for their grandchildren. So this is their way how to stay active. The traditional system offers so much. It's not about fighting only, like self-defense, or it's not about competing only, like competing in forms or let's say sanda, but you can really do it to improve your health, improve your memory, really challenge your mind, improve your mental health. If you have lots of output at work of your mind and you need to get your energy back, or if your health is not good, you want to improve it, and this feels like something you may like to do. Some people like to explore the theory of the fighting and not really fight, which is all right. Not everyone has to be a fighter, right? And you still may like fighting, that's all right. Some people really enjoy the forms because it's something they can train by themselves. They can be in the flow, they can be present. It's their me time. And they can train that anywhere, anytime. And as you progress, you have more of the forms and they're getting more difficult. And as you train longer, even those forms that you have already learned, they kind of changed because the way how you can move or how your skill has grown affect also what you have already learned. So it's always changing, which is great. I think one of the great thing about Kung Fu is that there's always something. It's not like you learn it and then you run out of the things to improve or to learn. Here, the path is like so long. It's never ending, which can be sometimes maybe scary. But I think people coming to the traditional Kung Fu because of that they can always work on themselves, they can always improve and they can feel the difference, how they are improving, and it's never ending. It's like, it's such a great way of like leveling up in everything you do. So yeah, I think that's one of the many benefits of traditional martial arts.